Sorry, I had a wardrobe malfunction. So things happened. I had to go change my top. Because those of you that were here, I think it was like 3 streams ago, maybe 2 streams ago. You hear sound? You do hear me, right? God, I hope you hear me. Oh, okay. Basically that water bottle, this water bottle, I had put the lid on wrong, and I went to go drink out of it before I turned on the stream, and all down in front of my shirt. So, wardrobe malfunction! Hi Lily! Hi King! Hi Pippi! Hi Cherry! Who else is in here? Do we have some dinos and Nubu? What could go wrong? I don't know. Stuff. I will try to not get us eaten, even though I put it totally on a carnivore as my hold screen. Are we gonna keep the dinos today or lose the dinos? We're gonna keep them. I will say that in my private game I was playing on my own, I did have an incident. And I had a dino get loose. This dino, actually, this specific dino, Ceratosaurus, and he ate a couple people. I got a picture of it. Let's see. So I think we're on the second island today, the new island, I think. So we don't have a cherry in this one yet, I don't believe, right? This is all new. This new island, I think. We'll see. I'm trying to remember where we left off. Gonna escape. Yeah, whatever dinosaur we give you, you're just gonna escape again. So note to self: don't make cherry a carnivore. Got it. Check. Cherry is forever to be an herbivore. All right. Oh gosh. Memories in the corner of my mind. Okay. So what'd they say that was wrong with this island? Wasn't there something special about this island? I don't remember. Isla Muerta. Oh, Island of the Dead. Did you hear that? I must build an expedition center. I don't have an expedition center. That's lovely. Okay, Isla Muerta is a more hazardous island to run a successful facility on. I can't read today. While it can enjoy pleasant sunsets across the beach, it is often ravaged by dangerous storms. Okay, that's this island. Got it. This is where we were. And we've got 3.25 stars, so we're probably going to end up going back to the island at some point, because we are supposed to island hop to get all of our goodies, I guess you could say. Alright, so what do we have here? We have... Do we have any dinosaurs? Did we not make any dinos? Didn't we leave off with 2 dinos? I don't see them. Oh, they're those little itty-bitty dudes, aren't they? Yes. The Struthiomimus. Okay. Which, I actually got my husband addicted to this game. He's like, are you on your computer? Are you gonna be on your computer? No, honey, you can have it. And next thing I know, I hear, roar! Dinos! I'm like, that's my hubby. Oh, I got a new coffee mug. See, it says, coffee is a hug in a mug. Isn't it cute? My mother-in-law left it on my doorstep. Like 8 days ago. Maybe more than 8 days ago. Maybe more like 14 days ago. Anyway, it doesn't matter. She left it on our doorstep, and we put things in quarantine when we get them because COVID. What's inside the mug is even cuter. What, the coffee is cuter? I guess if you want to call coffee cute. Alright, so we need to build this place up, but they said there's storms happen, so we need to make sure we have storm stuff. Storm stuff. That's emergency shelters. Oh, we already have one. Okay, good. I'm wondering if we should put one up here. Trying to remember the keys because I've been doing other games and now I don't remember them. Nope, that's not it. Is this it? Nope. 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 No. Yes. Found it! I've been playing a lot of Sims the past few days. Gonna eat some food. Ooh, turtle, what you gonna eat, boo-boo? What is my sweet turtle baby gonna have mama eat? Improved dinosaur rating. Yeah, we hear you. Hush. Jeez. Alright. We've only got 2 dinosaurs, so we definitely need more than 2 dinos. What do we have? Hi, Pinon. How you doing? I've watched your channel here on Twitch. Thank you. I always name the dinos after you guys. My first 2 dinos that are already in here were named after 2 people that were in my stream last stream. But I will name them as they come out. We'll name them after people. Great stream and nice work. I mean, dinos. Who's ready to play with dinos? Oh, thanks. Jurassic World Evolution is just the best. I love this game. Like, seriously. Like, last week we were actually hosted on Frontier's website to people come watch us play. I, on stream, have only done this. This is my, what, 3rd or 4th stream, guys. Because I just got this game recently. Because I have been playing a lot of Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster, but not Jurassic, and it's something I've been wanting to do. I've just kind of been putting it off and putting it off. Finally got it, and I'm addicted. Like, I love this game so much. But I'll have a look at your stuff later. I don't look at stuff when I'm on stream. It distracts me too much because I see shiny things and I forget what I'm doing. I have a really bad habit of getting lost when I do. See, I was talking away and I forgot that I was supposed to be incubating a dinosaur. I talk and I forget and I get distracted. So let's make a couple of Edmontosauruses. These are 23 rating. They're 100%, so I think I'm gonna mess with their genomes and make their rating a little higher. F&F Games. Alright, so, but welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for stopping on in. Feel free to smack that follow button. You can see when I'll be on. I've kind of been playing dinos a lot here lately, at least once a week. But I am a variety streamer. I play different things. Like I said, I see shiny and I forget what I'm doing. I also get distracted and I also get bored. So I don't tend to play the same game all the time because I want to have fun and I want you guys to have fun. So I figure if I'm having fun, you guys are having fun. So... Five Nights at Freddy's. My son would love that. He's not on right now, but if he pops into the stream, you can definitely tell him. He loves Five Nights at Freddy's. Alright, so we want to bring their reading up. It was a 23. I probably need to research some more stuff. These aren't bad. Brings his viability down by 7%. 6%. Still a 25. But that brings his resilience up, which is good. Alright, so I think we're gonna go with this one. Yeah, I've actually, I haven't played it personally myself, but my sons have played it, and I've been in the room when they played it, so... Because I think it's hilarious when they jump scare, especially Riley. He does not handle the jump scares well, and it's hilarious. My other son gets cranky at the jump scares, so it's not as funny. Ooh, that's another... Wow, that's down to 87%. That is a lot on viability. I don't know if I want to bring it down that far. It really brings its rating up. So, what do you guys think? You think we should go with this and bring the rating up 1 more point? Or just stick to where we were at and keep the viability at 94%? Because these things are expensive. I mean, we've got $1 million, but that goes fast when making dinos. I'm kind of thinking I want to just stick at the 94%, because I'd rather go through and have a 25 rating. It's not a great rating, but it's an okay rating. So we'll do that. We'll keep that. Let's go ahead and incubate this guy. And if you guys don't agree with me, then we'll incubate it. I am going to incubate 2. So tell me, and I will change it on the other one. And I just said that, and I just did it really fast. My bad. I'm thinking we can also put a trike in here, a triceratops in here too. Why is my... Oh, that's my cup. Like, I thought something was wrong with my screen, but it's my cup. I'm used to it having stuff in it, so it threw me off when it was empty. That was weird. So I am definitely going to have to wear the shirt I was going to wear tonight next time, because it was a cute shirt. It matched my choker, and now I'm wearing this choker, which I guess matches Minnie's bow, so I guess we're okay. But it was a cute shirt. I was excited to wear it.
I'll keep this brief. There's a new contract. Review it.
Sounds good, bro. So we've got a ranger station.
This is where it starts. Get this part right, and then we can talk about the rest.
They're just so chatty. Power station. I need research stations. Alright. I think I'm going to just stick a bunch of that stuff back here. Yeah, back here. Got a dinosaur ready to release. Dinosaurs equals money, so we definitely want to release those quickly. Keep forgetting which key it is. I just used it, darn it. No. No. There we go. I'm doing that so the corner of the building's kind of in that circle, so I don't have to pay for extra electric. I have learned tricks. I don't know how I want this road yet. So far away. Maybe my shirt would be dry after the first bathroom break. Yeah, but then I have to change again. I'm already in this one. I'll just save it for next time. It's okay. My fan is going, so I've got stray hairs. It's still really warm in my house. Dinos!
This dinosaur, the Edmontosaurus, was originally uncovered at a site in Canada. I'll let you guess where. The T-Rex thinks these are delicious. And who's to argue?
Rude! I have not gotten a T-Rex yet at all in the game, because I thought I would kind of save that joy for us on stream. That I'm a little terrified of getting a T-Rex, honestly, because I think that's where my entire game is going to go downhill. Just saying. Alright, so we'll name this one King. Oh, he's looking for water. Is there no water in here? Yeah, there's water right there, Bo. I thought there was no water. I was like, oh, no. Oh, no. We can't not have water. That would be bad. So what have you guys been up to today? It's been a rather quiet day today. I don't know about you guys, but it has felt quiet in here today. Like, I edited that one YouTube video I started making that I told you guys about. I'm excited about finishing it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome you dinosaurs to the park.
Alright, we got 2 Edmontosauruses. We got 2 little dudes. We need more little dudes, honestly, because they do better when they're in bigger packs. When there's only 2 of them, they don't do as great. Yeah, see, their social's real low. Plus, they'll give us good money anyway. Got a lot accomplished today, but paying the price now. Sorted photos helped clear out my grandma's other random domestic things. I hear ya. Paying the price is your body sore. Because anytime I do stuff like that, my body gets so sore. And yours probably gets extra sore. Alright, we're going to put 2 more of these suckers in here. I should have changed the coloration. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, so we got our research center. Seriously? I think we need to go back to the other island and do more research. Yeah, they're failing left and right. Alright. So, I know we already finished the other island, like, technically finished it, like, we were able to move over to this one, but I don't think we're technically ready for this island yet. So I'm gonna go back to this one. Because all your research is all the islands. Like, if you do research in one island, it counts to all of them. So I'm gonna take advantage of that and use the money on this island we've already got going to boost up our research, boost up funds, especially now that I know how to play the game better. I'm hoping I can make it better. Mantosados. It's so pretty. Isla. So where does anybody know where actually Jurassic Park is actually supposed to be located according to Jurassic World? Like in the films or whatever? Body is really sore, but my back is just killing me right now. It's taking my breath away. Oh no. I'm sorry, darling. That sucks. That is stinky. That's not happy. Wow, look at all that research. Alright, I always start with medical because these dinos get so sick so fast. And then power is good. That is good. Food is bad over here, so we could probably put a food area over here some. Drink 2, as well as stores. And toilets. And they want stores over here too. So, we're gonna have to fix all of that. Which is easy peasy. It's fine. We have 18 million to work with. We got money. Costa Rica area, islands off Costa Rica. Okay. I thought it was somewhere around there, but I couldn't remember. And I was curious if anybody knew. Look at my smart babies. That are my Google friendly babies. One or the other. Not sure which one. I'm fine with either one. What do we have already? I know we have an expedition. Hammond. Oh shoot. Every time. Oh, that's not it. This is it. No. Thank you. Before Cherry gets cranky again, you need to give her food.
Adding to the list.
You did good work out there with that contract.
Thanks. Hey Max, how you doing, bud? I hope you're having a splendiferous day.
Feeder resupply request received.
We technically had moved over to the second island, but I kind of was looking at it and decided that we need to come back to this island and just fill it out some more, because we just need more stuff. That, and I made these habitats huge. Alright, Cherry, I'll see you in a second. I'm doing really good, other than having a wardrobe malfunction off screen. Basically, my timer was going down and I was about to hit the button to hit start, and I decided to take a drink before I started, and water all down my front because my bottle, sometimes it'll be like you think the lid is on, but it'll tilt a little and then it leaks everywhere. I didn't know. So, wardrobe malfunction. But thank goodness, I mean, even if it was on screen, it would have just been water all over me. It would have been gross looking. So we started a little bit late because of it. Not much late, but started a little late because of it. But it's cool. We're chill. Everyone's happy. I'm happy. Right now I'm just trying to check out my island and see where I left off. Kind of that, and I've also learned a lot about the game since we played last, and I realized that I have a lot of stuff I never did. Like this kind of stuff. It's 2:25 a.m. in Germany. So are you a person that stays up late? Because I am. I stay up until around 4 in the morning. So how late do you stay up? Because I'm in the U.S. I'm East Coast in the U.S. But my one of my closest friends lives in Germany. And I couldn't tell you where because I don't remember what she said because they just moved again. She lives in a little village in Germany. And loves it there. Yeah, she has she's in a little village, and she's one of the youngest families in that village. She has like chickens and like a little garden and stuff, and they have like this, they all just trade goods back and forth. Like her neighbor will leave like milk on her doorstep, and then she'll go and she'll leave like vegetables on his doorstep, or fruits, like berries will get picked and they'll leave each other's stuff. And then the coolest thing about Germany, I mean, I'm telling you about your own country, I know, but I'm telling people why I think Germany is cool. She actually has this, I don't know, like a depot? Is that what you guys would call it? Where you actually go down and you bring glass milk bottles and you fill them up. Like, kind of like we would get from a water fountain here to save on bottles. It is the coolest thing. She showed it to me one day. I don't know what you guys call them.
Don't look at this as extra work. Look at it as extra money and experience.
Okay. Yeah, that is so neat. Like she was trying to explain it to me, so she just kind of like FaceTimed me one day and brought me with her to it, and it's just like, it's like the water you get from a refrigerator, and it's so cool because it's milk. I was like, that is the coolest invention. Why don't we have that? And apparently she said you could do that with like eggs and like other farm goods, and I was just like, that is so smart. I want a milk dispensary. Dispensary. That's the word I was looking for. What do you like about Germany? I guess, what's your favorite part? Everybody has to have their favorite part of where they live. Like, my favorite part, even though I'm not a huge fan of where I live, is the fact that it's just so quiet here. I live in a very tiny little town. We don't even have a stoplight. in the South and the U.S. There's a lot of things I could list off that I don't like about it, but that is one of the things I do like. I found a project calling it Milk Filling Station. It's like a gas station, but for milk. I think that's very similar to what they have. I'll show you guys pictures of it. She sent me pictures of it on I'll show you guys on Discord. I'll send you guys a picture of it. Because she sent me pictures of it, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. What am I doing? I get chatty and I forget what I'm doing. Incubate a dinosaur in a Hammond creation lab, okay? Maintain a facility rating of 5.0. Okay. Increase a new genome. Okay, so we need to increase a new genome. To 50%. Those are already above 50. We're gonna have to get a new... The Dracorex, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, is adorable, but you have to have like at least 4 of them for them to not be cranky. If I'm thinking of the right one. Pretty sure I am. Wow, I have really mined out this place. I've done a lot of expeditions, apparently. And I haven't done a lot of research. I need to do more research. I'm horrible about this. Hi, Joe. How you doing? How's your day going? Welcome to the stream. We just, we decided to pop back to the first island just to kind of get some more research under our belt and stuff. Because after playing this kind of on my own, I realized how unprepared I was to continue forward. And I think it might have even been you. I don't know if it was you or if it was the other person that was in our stream last time who said that they didn't think I was ready to go to the next island. We went anyway because I'm stubborn. But yes. But completely accurate. Yeah, we have a fossil. I'm gonna grab the fossil in a second. I'm just trying to, get some research going. Because we don't have any research, really. We got fossils. I'm not ready for a Ceratosaurus yet. Oh, that one's already full. I mean, I guess I could just go ahead and extract it. Just because I extract it doesn't mean I have to get it, right? That's the rule, right? Trying to remember how big this place is. Oh yeah, okay. That's a trick I picked up, is just grab your trail so you can see how big the area is. So you can kind of get an idea in your head of where you want to put stuff. It's like a trick I picked up. Shout out for Joe the Gamer! Woo! Hype! We're hyped about something. We're excited. We're excited for something. Yay! Thank you, Pippi. I think Pippi was drinking the coffee that I'm supposed to be drinking. Pippi excited today. Pippi's in a great mood. Nothing wrong with being in a great mood. And I just spilled coffee on myself. Ew. Pippi's just Pippi. I think you're a little extra Pippi. You're like Pippi 2.0 today. You're Pippi with some extra Pippi on the side. Pippi with a little extra peppy. Alright. See, I looked at everything and then I just forgot what I was doing. Okay, so we need... Thank you. Oh, no DNA? More Triceratops, which is nice, but it's not what I wanted. Even though I love my Triceratopses. Ah. Could be blessed. Sorry, guys. That came out of nowhere. Apologies. Ugh. I think I lost some brain cells on that one. Did we finish the research? I think I said we finished research, right? Alright. Dead dino. Dang it. Alright, ba 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 ba. It's probably one of my little guys. Wrong one. Oh no, it was somebody from over here. Aw, it was one of the little guys. Poor little dude. Oh, it was PK. Bless the new boo. Thanks. I appreciate. Yeah, there's Joe and there's King. So we need a new PK. Because PK just kicked the bucket. Alright. What am I doing? Disease. Wonderful. I keep saying, what are we doing? Because I'm just like, eh? I'm having a day, apparently. I'm having one of those days where marbles are optional. Medicating Nubu! I found that way too amusing.
Thanks all the way.
Oh, I need to get more science stuff. My science is way down. Oh no, these guys don't require like two people. Two of them in there. Hi, Little Red Riding Sim. How you doing? I'm glad you play this game too. Nice, nice. Yeah, we needed a Sims break today, so we are playing Jurassic World and yes, I love your name, by the way. I agree with Pippi. That is really cute, Little Red Riding Sim. That's a cute name. Very catchy. Do you have a Sim in a Red Riding Hood? I mean, I guess they'd have to have CC for that. 'Cause I don't think they have a Riding Hood. I'm weird and kooky. Sorry. If I don't know if you are familiar with my interestingness or not. I mean, you've been here before. But it's been a while, right? Haven't you been with us before? You came with the raid once, like I think it was like in June. It might have been May, but I think it was June. Yeah, I could have swore I saw you before. I don't forget adorable names. Generally. I try not to. I make no promises. I hate that I have all this fancy like trail when you don't really need them. Why is the Triceratops always wanting to beat up my dudes? Like, look, home sauce. I get that you're crabby, but please leave me alone. Go faster. That Jeep is jacked up. You're welcome. Yes, new booze and Sims. Even though I'm really tired of being an object. Don't objectify me. I want to say maybe you came with Nerd Girl? Maybe? I don't remember. I'm done with the DLCs and full games, so now I make sandbox documentaries. What now? I don't know. I don't know. Usually, if I've finished the game all the way, I will go and just start a whole new game. You're a mystery, yes. You'll be our unsolved Red Riding Hood mystery. The mystery in red, so we shall say. I mean, I don't know. I've had a few raids, so who knows? And I know quite a few people in the Sims community. Like, I hang out with all types of groups, and I'm a mod of, like, 3 different people, and I don't know. I mean, who knows? I'm just happy you're here now. I love having new friends come and hang out. Okay, so this one's done. We brought back the PK! Although I suppose we should... Oh, he's pretty. Hey, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome the Scorpio.
Hi, Dog Lover. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate. Where'd that new dude go? Oh, they're chatting. I love how they have conversations. That makes me so happy. There's Agatha. There's Pippi. And here's our new boy. I think we're gonna... Little Red Riding Dino. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. If you want me to change it, I can, but I thought it was kind of funny. Alright. Let's see. What are we researching? And we need to get another...
This may not be the easiest of contracts, but I have a feeling it'll be worth it.
Okay, thank you, weirdo. Okay, all my...
Part of what we are is about growth. The bigger we are, the more we have to adapt to our animals' needs.
Okay. And we need to get a dino named Ace Dog Lover. That'll be coming next. We gotta take time with getting dinos. We don't want to shove too many in here because then it becomes a hot mess of nothingness. Wait, I did that already. My bad. Sorry. Do I have fossils to recover? Nope. Which means I need to go digging because I need to bring up this genome. Because my science is super low and they're gonna start, like, vandalizing my stuff. Dracorax! Yay! What am I doing? Okay. So I should have space over here, I think. A little bit of space. Oh, and then it opens up into a lot of space. Okay. We just gotta mine this rock. Mind that rock. Mind that shrubbery. I almost kind of want to bring it in a little bit so I can put a path here, which I think I'm gonna do. we're gonna do that. I wish it would just let me put a path here. Grr. And I know this came out before Planet Zeus, so I know. But I wish we had the ability to just grab it and slide it versus having to put up a whole new enclosure and then change it over. These are the light ones, right? I can't tell. I think they're the light ones. It's alright. We will just slide it in just a bit. And then knock this puppy down. Don't worry, I'm not taking away too much of your stuff. Just a little bit. Just a touch. Just a tappy tappy. Just enough. Oh, I left some of that up. My bad. I will make for an oasis for your sandbox. Oh, that sounds like fun. Normally I would have ideas, but I haven't been playing this game long enough to have a whole storm of ideas yet. If I think of something, I will let you know. But as of right this second, I don't have anything in my brain. But an oasis sounds interesting. Sounds like a good idea. I would give that a whirl and see where you get with it. Hey, Pom Pom! How's my baby? How you doing, girl? Thanks for helping me realize what time it was. Huh? Oh, did my post on Discord reminded you what time it was? What time of day it was? Is that what you're saying? I'm not quite sure what you're getting at. Sorry. We hit the river this afternoon. Oh yeah, so you lost all track of time. Is there a bathroom over here? Yeah, there must be a bathroom over here. I think it's like right here, yeah. So they're happy. They're fine. So what'd you find at the river? Anything good? Did you guys go swimming, or did you guys just go fishing, or what'd you guys do? We have a gift shop. We have a clothes shop and a restaurant. And a fast food store. So I think we have everything we can get right now. Which means I can literally get anything. And they needed shopping? Yes. Did they need food or drinks? No. Just shopping. Okay. Wait. Okay. Wonder if I put something right around here in between? Maybe it'll count? Maybe? Dead dinosaur. I always hate when that happens. It makes me sad. I hate that I can't put it right here. That drives me crazy. It's like, why not? Terrain constraints? Hopefully that'll count for this one. If not, I'll just build something over here. Yeah. I could smooth it out some, couldn't I? Too late now. My PS4 is Joda Gamer. Yeah, I'm playing on PC. Sorry. Is that what you're asking? You answered my post. Oh my gosh. We're gonna go fishing and swimming, but it was so hot. We went swimming first to cool off, and then there was a storm in the distance, so we didn't take a chance, so we just came back. Ordered food. Nice. I have some PS4, but I still want to try to stream it. Hey, nothing wrong with streaming on PS4. Nothing all wrong with that. My daughter streams on PS4. She's actually on here, I think. Is Lily still with us? No, I think Lily left the building. Not sure where Lily went. I think she went to get some food. But my daughter, she's a streamer too, and she streams on PS4. And I think last I checked, they were streaming The Last of Us 2. I don't know if they've started doing a different game. A palm is never nor late nor early. She arrives precisely when she's meant to. Usually because, yeah, it's usually because of terrain. I should have flattened it out, and my brain just didn't think about it. Yeah, it doesn't always work. Sometimes the terrain is real funky. It's like finicky. The PS4 with overlays, my daughter doesn't either. She actually just plops on her PS4 and talks to people, but she's not on video or anything like that. Yeah, damn me. My daughter loves to stream, so she is on here. Her name is Lily. What am I doing? It's amazing how I always forget what the heck I'm doing right in the middle of doing it. It's very, very useful, right? Okay, I needed to see if that counted. It did. It counted for over here, but not for over here. But bro, there's like a store right there, and like right there. What are you upset about? It's right there. Your daughter's name is Laura. Nice. Her Twitch is Little Miss Craft. I will have to check her out. Either mods remind me, or if you want to jump in my Discord, you can remind me, because I will forget by the end of the stream. Just being honest, I forget everything. So unless someone reminds me, I will forget. So either Pippi, if you could remind me, or if you want to jump in my Discord, you're welcome to. Yeah, Lily should be back in stream soon. Gosh, what is her streamer name? It's like La Daganez or something like that. Someone find that. I don't know what that is. Pippi, you watched her before. You have it. Now, she isn't my older daughter. When I say she's my daughter, she is 19. So, just keep that. I don't know how young her daughter is. I do have little people that watch my stream too, which is why we're family friendly, because I do have 2 boys that are younger. They're still living in the house. They're still teens. They're like young teens. I look younger than I am. Yeah, it's L.A. Gadanez or something like that. Oh, we have a lot in common then. Okay, cool. Some people think I say daughter, and I mean like little girl. And I'm like, oh, wait. She does mature stuff sometimes, and that is not what I... Just making sure, because some people misunderstand me when I say my daughter streams. I just wanted to clarify. Yeah, my streams are family friendly because I have my 2 younger boys. They come, and sometimes they bring their friends. No stress. I'm not stressing. I'm just like, I realize it like dawns on me that I talk in a way that people think that I mean other things than what I mean. And I'm like, oh, wait. I talk like I think everybody knows me back and forth, and I keep forgetting you guys don't yet. Some of my fam in here knows me pretty well. Hi, Erga. How you doing? My daughter's 37. She doesn't stream. We haven't seen you in a hot minute. How have you been? We made it over to the other island. I'm come back to this island because I realized our research really was junk in comparison to what it should be. So I'm working on fossils and research, and making this place prettier while we do it. And then we're gonna hop back to the second island. Oh, you've been streaming with your grandkids this week? Man, I missed it. I need to catch one of your streams. That had to have been adorable. I'm gonna have to watch one of your VODs, your VODs. That has got to be cute. One of my other streamer friends, she streams with her daughter sometimes, and it's like a world of adorable. Because kids say the most amazing things. From the mouths of babes. Oh, well. 17's not as cute and adorable, but probably still amusing. Because my 16-year-old, even though he's not cute and adorable anymore, still amuses the heck out of me. Because I'm like, that's not how that works, kiddo. The middle one is 7. His streams are a hoot. I bet. I 100% bet. I can see a 7-year-old streams being an absolute hoot. We have one of our crew, his name is Random, and he has a little one as well, and just some of the things these little people say amaze me. He plays Goat Simulator. Yes! Oh my god, I've played Goat Simulator with my boys when they were younger. Not anymore. They don't tend to play with me as much on games anymore. Of course, my 16-year-old, he kind of rage quits in a lot of stuff, so he doesn't hang out with me as much. I'm not as fun anymore. Alright, let's check everybody's food, and then if everybody's good, I'm gonna build another enclosure. No, not everybody's good. Okay. I need to up their task allowances. Got plenty of cash. Let's add a third team. Yes. Alright. We're good there. I need to get more exhibits or habitats or whatever you want to call them. So how have you guys been? How is everybody? Wait, what did I do? I did that one and that one. I think that one just popped up. Definitely do those. My nose is always itchy. Tabs is a great game. Is it the trike attacking again? No. Oh my gosh, I actually completely forgot that I had these guys down here. How could I forget that? And I made this enclosure huge. Like, they don't need this much space. They have this much space, but they don't need that much space. None of the youngest VODs are still up. Oh, okay. Understandable. Would have liked to have seen them, though. Because you seem like a really nice guy. Did somebody drop that for Red Writing, Sim? The, deets for my daughter stream? I think someone yanked it. Hang on. Let me see if I can snag it real quick. Oh, you found it. Okay, good. Too much. I like everything goes by too fast. I miss people saying stuff sometimes. Like, the viewing points don't even go this far over. So they don't even need this section. I should put another viewing point over here. Always looking for others to play PS4. Well, she is the sweetest. Like, my daughter Lily, she is Super sweet and super kind. And probably one of the more patient people you'll ever meet. Except for when it comes to me and Daddy. Because your kids always get sassy with you, but not with other people. Yeah, Lily's awesome. I love my Lily Bear. She is my mini me. She is pretty much me 2.0. Like, she has my voice, a lot of my personality and quirks. She also has some really interesting things about her too. Like, she's really into K-pop. She speaks Korean, actually. She is engaged. And, oh, and she's also pregnant with our little turtle. She's due in November. They were supposed to get married, yeah. They were supposed to get married, in May. But COVID happened, so wedding got canceled. And then found out in June she was pregnant. Pippi best mod. Pippi is a really good mod. And doing a great job. So no, Cherry had to walk away for a bit. Of course Cherry's watching, and Cherry knows that Pippi's an amazing mod. One of the top 2. Is this about a turtle? Okay. So there's a story behind my grandbaby being called Turtle. When we first found out that Lily was pregnant, we all were excited and talking about doing a gender reveal, and she wanted to do it on my stream. So we did a gender reveal on my stream. And I told everybody that we'd have a vote all during stream. Everybody could vote as many times as they wanted to for our choices, which was girl, boy, alien, or turtle. So the voting commenced, and by, I think it was either 10 or 11 p.m., which is when we did the reveal, the voting ended, and everybody had voted for turtle. It's gonna be a girl, by the way. But Turtle stuck, and it's now her nickname. She's probably gonna have the nickname the rest of her life, because we all call her Turtle. And also she loves, I mean, it is a typical thing for pregnancy for the baby to kick you and beat you up and stuff, but it's an ongoing joke that she's not just a turtle, she's a ninja turtle. So, and she does look like a turtle on the ultrasound, which is where the vote came from, by the way. It came from Pippi, because Pippi, I showed everybody the ultrasound picture, and Pippi's like, that looks like a turtle. So I decided turtle needed to be part of the vote. And then I think it was Palm who said she looked like an alien. So alien became part of the vote. How did I get that girl bullied? I'm calling her turtle? Then she doesn't have the right friends if she's getting bullied. Pippi did it. No, she's a ninja turtle. I would love to watch them bully her, because she'll just beat them up, right? Anyway, her name is going to be Leona, which I think is a very pretty girl name. We are all excited for her arrival, which will be in November. You're working your way through Claire's sanctuary. I haven't touched Claire's. I call Luffy. I beat the bullies up. Yeah, I did too. Because what my bullies didn't realize is that I am actually a black belt, and I got bullied a lot. So I appreciate your comments. But yeah, I mean, bullies are always gonna happen because bullies are just jerks. Bullies get what bullies get. Now I understand why you made the comment. I get where you're coming from. You beat the bullies up. I have a green belt that says Boy Scouts on it. Aw. No, my I am doing that wrong. Oops. I got beat up a lot when I was little. Like little. Because I was a nerd. Nerds got beat up. It happened a lot. Until I finally found my people. It happened a lot, unfortunately. Once I found my people, it happened a lot less. It just took time to find my D&D nerdy people that were in my life. My brother was a Boy Scout, and one of my boys was a Boy Scout. Nerds do rule. Little did people know that nerds are going to rule the world. I think people are finally starting to realize that. Been involved with the Boy Scouts for close to 60 years. Nice! My brother was a Boy Scout, and my second oldest son was also a Boy Scout. All my other boys were just like, it's not for us. But that's awesome that you've been doing work with them for that long. That's dedication. And I'm sure they appreciate having you around, because somebody with that kind of knowledge tends to be very, it's very cool to have around, because there's a lot of stories and things you've been through and things you've experienced. I am a Gold Award Girl Scout, 12 years. Nice. You still have a jacket with all your patches? Aw. My son still has his... It was his top. And then he also has a sash. And stuff that has just badges galore all over them. He made it... He didn't quite make it to Eagle. Because he actually had to have... He ended up with, gosh, I cannot remember the name of it right now because my brain's not working in the scientific medical name of it, but it's like pigeon chest. And it made it hard for his heart to work properly. And even though he could have stayed in Boy Scouts, the stuff he really loved doing, he couldn't do anymore, and he was miserable because he was in the hospital a lot. So he just kind of, he quit. My son's Cub Master, my oldest grandson's Den Leader, and Assistant Cub Master. Nice! I was always an honorary Cub Scout because my brother was in it, so I used to go to the meetings, and my mom was a Den Leader. So I was an honorary Cub Scout. I went to more Cub meetings in my life as a child until I became a brownie. That's nice there. That is really cool. Alright. Just trying to think this through. So we got this huge rock thing in the middle, which just blocks everything off. It's so annoying. We're not annoying, but challenging. There we go. No, annoying. I think annoying was the right word. Never mind. I keep my remarks of annoying. Alright, I'm almost done improving that genome. Need to go out. I keep smacking the wrong button. I'm sorry, I keep smacking the wrong button. I don't mean to. I'm used to... I've been playing this, The Sims a lot, the past... few days. And I keep forgetting which buttons I'm using. I am gonna go ahead and save my game. $6/27 was our first Twitch date with this game, which is why I haven't changed the name of it yet, because memories. Alright, I need to see if I can either up my research or up my expedition stuff. I can't do any of that. I know it'll say a number here, but I wanted to see what they were. I've gotten better at the game. Not great yet, but I've gotten better. Still don't have any fossils yet. I was hoping I had a couple in there. Alright, so I guess it's time for us to build another enclosure. I can either go this way, or I can go this way. The train comes from here, so I think I'm going to go this way. There. Stops there, okay. Yay, I'm starting to use the right buttons. Bunch of terrain constraints, great. To get 5 stars, I'll need a monorail. Okay. Ah, I smacked the wrong button. Wow, that is really lumpy and uneven. So I'm used to Planet Zoo. Fought 2 stations. Oh, okay. That will come eventually. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. These terrains kill me. I can't ever seem to get them the way they should be. You can run a track through the pins. Oh, neat! I didn't know you could do that. That's cool. Yeah, I was going to. I just didn't want to. But I need to. Because they're so thick. Hello? Why isn't it really clearing? The clearing isn't working that well. Oh, because I'm doing it wrong. Chilling Christmas. Ah, when you're not paying attention to what you're doing. Always fun. Were you guys laughing at me as I was pressing the wrong button over and over and over again? I would have been. Yeah, lost my marbles 100%. Not sure why I did that. Because I'm losing my darn mind. I had planting selected. Yeah, yeah. I realize that now. Because I'm a derp sometimes. I want it to be this level. Thank you. I'm having a day, I swear. I'm probably changing their terrain too, aren't I? Yeah, I am. It's okay. It's okay. We make it pretty. It's okay. We're fine with lumpy terrain, right? I just need it to be unlumpy for the stuff I gotta place down. Now that I'm no longer losing my mind. Thank you for the comments about the not wet shirt, smart bud. Since he brought it up, I had a different shirt on. It had a wardrobe malfunction. I basically spilled water all down the front of my shirt. It was a blast. It was the same color as my choker. It was really cute. I was excited about wearing it. It died, basically, with wetness. Because as a girl, it got wet in all the wrong places. And I am not that kind of girl, so. Exactly. I wasn't in the mood for a wet t-shirt contest. You went right where my brain was going. You're so smart. You knew exactly what I was saying. Just like, no. It's not what it's not the vibe I was trying to give off today. You only build one and transport the dinos? Yeah, I was doing that, and it drove me a little crazy, so I stopped doing that. It's probably the smarter way to go. I'd probably save a lot of space if I did that. I just don't. I probably should. It'd probably be wiser financial wise. What am I doing? The wrong thing. But c'est la vie. You only live once, right? Yeah, definitely. Play it however makes you happy. I'm 100% down for you being happy. What is this one? That's a gate. Electric. I have not researched heavy fences yet. You're eating Gouda? Oh, you're so mean. Why would you say that in my stream? Rude. Rude. Pippi's rude. Sorry, I'm craving cheese, like horribly craving cheese. I need cheese in my life right now. You've got brie? Nice. I've got no cheese in my life. Every time I go to the store, they're out of cheese. So, no cheese for Nubu. No cheese for Nubu. Then I'll probably start changing how I play the game as I go along. But right now, this is how I've been doing it, so... I'm a grandpa, so I'm automatically cheesy. That's an amazing statement. I love that statement. My granddad was always cheesy, which I think is where I get it from, because I take after my grandfather a lot. My grandfather was my world. He raised me, basically. Him and my grandmother raised me. And I love my grandmother, but I definitely took more after my grandfather than I did my grandmother. My granddad was a smart butt, sassy, cheesy, always had the best jokes. I mean, technically the worst jokes, but they were amazing, which is probably where I get my sense of humor from. Actually, no, definitely where I get my sense of humor from. I don't even know why I say probably, when I already know the answer to that. Yeah, I know. Stop it. I wish I could click on them and then not zoom in. It's really annoying. Alright, so I kind of want to bring it to about there-ish. But I also want to make sure I leave room for, like, shops and stuff. Oh, wait, I don't need to till over here. Never mind. We're good. We're good. Everything's good. Super secret grandpa training. That brings me joy. Because I believe it. 100%. Oh, there's a death. Oops. Well, let's just leave dead dinosaurs hanging about. I'm sure they appreciate that. That's probably where diseases come from. Or more diseases than what I already get on a typical dinosaur daily basis, right? Pippi's banned. Man, are you really banned if the other mod isn't here to ban you? She can't ban me, only Nubu can. When my wife got pregnant and everyone was telling us how great it will be, Grandpa took me aside and said, "I'll tell you the truth. You spend the first 2 years teaching them to walk and talk, and the next 20 telling them to sit down and shut up." I mean... My granddad told me the same thing. Or very, very, very close to the exact same thing. You're playing Sims. Palm! I saw your comment. Oh, wait. Am I annoying with the DLC idea? I'm not. Did they reply back? You're not annoying me. They have not said anything. I haven't talked to Shantae in probably a couple, like 2 weeks. Since she told me they were putting me in the front page Frontier. I can bug her again. Probably when I ask her when my next, when I ask her if I can be on the front page again, I'll probably go ahead and be like, so what'd you guys think of the idea? They probably get a lot of ideas, just being honest. I need to put electricity out there. Out there in them dire hills. This helps if I smack the electricity button and not the random that's not what you need button. The Grandpa Institute. Like, other than this morning and Hubs got off work hours before he was supposed to and made me get off the computer. Shame on Hubs. My Twitter link below doesn't work. Am I still on Twitter? How did I miss that about from... Sorry, Writing Sims. I did not see your message. I have so many messages going on. My Twitter should be working. Uh-oh. Let me smack it. Oh, it could be because I changed my name on Twitter. That could be why. Hang on. That's my Twitter. I don't know why it's not working down below. Streamlabs. I'm gonna let my dinosaurs just kind of chill for a minute while I fix this real quick. I appreciate you telling me that, because that is something that really needs to definitely be on the up and up. Otherwise, bad things could happen, right? Like, people could actually be trying to use my Twitter and it not work. Senior year, when you're an upperclassman, if you had trouble, we called it upper GI problems. Oh my god. That's funny. Socials. Oh, yeah. It has my old Twitter on there. Submit. Your food is on the way. Yay! Okay. So my panel is now fixed. I think we need to fix my command, which I'll do later. That's not as important, I don't think. Actually, I don't think I have a command for Twitter. Do I? Do I have a command for Twitter, Pip? So I can't remember if I do or not. Being a river rat makes me hungry. Well, I mean, I think that would make you a little nibbly. Just checking something real quick, like this thing's taking forever to load. Load. Thank you. And no, I don't. I don't have anything for Twitter. I need to do that though. Anyway, back to what I was doing. My Twitter should be fixed now, and I did leave you a link to it, Red Riding Sim. Little Red Riding Sim. And of course, I suppose anybody else that wants to snag my Twitter. I've been trying to tweet more. I've never been much of a Twitterer, a tweeter, until recently. I mean, I've had an account for a hot minute. I've had an account. I've just... I've never been too great at it. You follow me already. You must have found me somehow. Retha Sim. I don't know. Plum Bob Academy, Nerd Girl, Silken Sims. I also mod Minky. I also mod Palsley. Multiple ways you could possibly find me. like I said, I'm around the community, like, and I've been getting a lot more active on Twitter than I was before. And if you were ever nice to me or friendly to me or whatever, I always add you on Twitter and stuff. Which means I've probably... Are you a streamer too? Out of curiosity? Because if you're a streamer, then there's a chance that I have been to your stream to lurk you and watch you. Or maybe raid you. I don't know. Like I said, if anybody's nice to me, they're sweet or whatever, I tend to try to follow them or try to go lurk at them at some point in time. I haven't had as much time lately to go stalking people, I guess is the nicest way to put it. Probably the wrong way to put it, honestly. But basically, people are nice to me, I'm nice back. So it's probably how we ended up following each other at some point. Although I'm pretty sure you raided me at one point. I remember it. I remember seeing your name before. But once again, that fabulous mystery that I'm not sure will ever be answered.
No problem.
Because I forget so many things. I'm very forgetful, which is why my mods are the keeper of the marbles, because they keep me sane. Oh, I don't follow you on Twitter? Interesting. Well, I shall find you and follow you. I mean, I think I follow you on Twitch. No? Maybe? I don't know. We met somehow. We've crossed streams at some point, but you know what they say about crossing streams? You're not really supposed to do it. We did it anyway. We didn't follow the rules. We're naughty. I don't know. But I'll dig you up and find you and make sure I follow you and stuff. Or if you post on my Twitter, I'll twit back and follow you. Like I said, people are nice to me. I'm really nice back. Yeah, Palm, I thought I was following you, like, the whole time, and then I was like, she's commented on my stuff. I'm not following her, so I followed you. And I mean, you've been with me since March? Oh, I know that's not why you're here. I'm simply saying that's who I am as a person, and I'm gonna do it anyway. Because I like you. You seem really sweet. And you have been really nice to me, and you were talking nice about my daughter, which always earns good brownie points in my category. I like people who talk nice about my daughter. Even if you haven't met her. I'm weird. I'm sorry, Pom. I didn't realize. I told you, I don't tweet. I'm not a tweeter. I'm not good at it. I have been trying to get better at it, because everybody keeps saying I need to get better at it. I need to start doing the tweety thing. I'm old school. Call me on the phone. I love you too. I'm horrible with the social media stuff. I had just started getting good at Facebook, and now, like, nobody really Facebooks anymore. Everyone's moved over to Twitter for the most part, as far as my friends go. Yeah, I thought I already was. Like, seriously, I thought I was. 'Cause, yeah. I'm horrible. I try. Yeah, I've gotten to where I don't get on there much. I get on there because I am in a few Sims communities on Facebook, so I do get on to, like, check stuff out and be nice to people or whatever, but I don't stick around on Facebook very long. It's because Facebook's just a big fat depression bubble, in my opinion. And I always find it creepy how they always know what I'm looking at in my computer for, like, stalking purposes. It's like, It's like, how did you know I was shopping for, I don't know, big girl shoes? What? Depression bubble, yeah. But yeah, Facebook's become a depression bubble. And I think I think I have several hundred people on Facebook. It's mainly people I went to high school or college with is on my Facebook. And then like people I don't know super well, so they don't have the same, I guess, ideals as me. They also really aren't into gaming and Sims and stuff like that, so it's kind of like I get on to look at my Sims groups because they're into the same stuff I'm into. Or I get on to look at like Planet Zoo. I'm a member of a few groups there. But beyond that, I don't have a lot of use for Facebook. I want to put something in here, but I don't have enough dinos. I need more dinos in my life. It's really sad how little dinos I have. I should have a lot more dinos at this point, I think. Facebook's how you keep with your family that doesn't live here. Same. My little bit of family that has technology. Yeah, we need more dinos in our lives. I agree. I mean, I finally convinced my mom to get a cell phone. Her texting me is hilarious because she uses emotes and emojis and stuff for everything. Everything. Like talking, she uses emotes all the time. And I'm like, Mom, stop. It's so cute. Thanks. It's weird. Please stop. I need fewer, Palm. I need fewer. Don't ask. Is it because your kids are little dinosaurs? They're little monsters? Palm's kids are little monsters. They're adorable. And they're sweet. And they're cuddly. But they're raw. According to Palm. Alright. Yeah, I need more dinosaurs in my life. This isn't enough. I need more babies. Hurry up, expedition team. Give me more babies. So facility rating of 5 stars. Is that what you were? So is it the whole island? This island is the facility? Because if that's the case, I'm not gonna reach 5 stars anytime soon. I should probably get rid of that contract. That's not gonna happen. Not for a while. It's just taking up space. And I need more science contracts because look at my science rating. It's really low. Low, low, low. Whoa, nice. If I could just get above 50, I'll be a happy little camper. I'm just kind of sitting here on Twitter. Doo-doo. Don't mind me. Read this. Ah, we contracted a disease. Lovely.
This is exactly what I needed. Well done.
You're welcome, weird chick. Alright, we got us a disease. We need to take care of it. $5 says that dinosaur whaps them when they come in. That's a rabbit hole. I don't need to go down right now. Yeah, rabbit hole. I will find rabbit holes and chase them around. I need to not do that while on stream. Bad
No disease.
Bad new boot.
dinosaurs
Bad.
detected.
I'm sitting there looking at Red Riding's Twitter. Like, ooh. I need to not do that. Yep, someone needs to get out the whip. Alright, so upgrade Hammond Creation Lab. Success rate. I thought I did that already.
I've reported your success up the chain of command. Well done.
Why, thank you, sir. How you doing? Alright. Pip, have you heard from Cherry? Is she okay? Don't, I mean, if she's not talking to you, don't bug her. I just want to know if you've heard from her. Like, because I worry. She's saying, okay, I just want to make sure she was okay. I don't need her to come on stream. She's fine. I just wanted to make sure she was okay, and I figured she had told you. So, please don't ask her to come. I mean, I'm always want her here, but that's not what I was trying to get at. Ooh, I can get the little platform thingies and the heavy steel thingies. I need more thingies. You understand? Okay. Just want to make sure. Oh, really? Really? I mean, she's my boo and all, but I need her to rest and relax. You guys got all quiet on me. I'll make Pippi tell dad jokes. Can you find dinosaur dad jokes? That would be amazing for our dino stream. They have dino dad jokes, right? They've got to have dino dad jokes. And I'm sure they have dad jokes for everything, but dino dad jokes in specific would be really amazeballs. Why do museums have older dinosaur bones?
A new
Because they can't
contract just
afford
came
new
in.
ones?
I think it's doable. By you.
I mean... Oh! Ha ha ha. That one, woo! Okay, it took me a second. I've got it. That's funny.
Watching you work? Now that's what I call entertainment.
I'm entertaining. You thought that was funny? My brain didn't click right away, and I didn't get it. And then I was like, oh, ha ha ha, yeah, okay. I got it. I got it. That was not his fault. That was a good joke. It's my fault because my brain didn't click. I mean, he can't help if my brain doesn't click.
Now, this contract is something special, and I know just the person for the job. Can you guess who I'm thinking about?
Hey, Rye! How you doing, boo-boo? Person 1, keep seeing pterodons with orange polka dots. Person 2, have you seen an eye doctor yet? Person 1, no, just pterodons with orange polka dots. That was cute. I had to get my brain in dad joke mode, even though I know I requested it, but I had to get my brain there. Don't we already have a Hoangosaurus? No, we have those dudes. Okay, do we have one over here? Do we not have a Huangosaurus? I know we have Edmontosauruses. What about here? Bunch of Triceratops and a little Strimothuses. I don't think we have a Huangosaurus. Look at this little guy, isn't he cute? Hello, little buddy. What do you get when a dinosaur blows its nose? Out of the way. Definitely. Like, isn't he cute? Oh, he's lonely. Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry. I'm on it. I'm on the case.
All hail the Dragon King, the Dracorex. Sounds so intimidating, but it's just a plant eater. However, just in case they do rule the Earth again, don't tell them I said that.
It's adorable. Oh, oh, he's so cute.
We are pleased to welcome you.
Okay, cool. They're content. I was worried that they were going to be heartbroken until I got a third one. But nope, just two. Oh, I need to get you guys some water. There's 0 water in here. Oopsies. Sorry, buds. That is huge. Sorry. What about, let's see. Grassland's good, forest is good. Food, water, okay. I do need to get them a little bit of food. Me tired. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm playing with dinosaurs. What do you call a dinosaur with bad eyesight? Do you think he's Saurus? I hope not. I love dinosaurs, and it would be probably really, really cool to go to like a dinosaur park, but I definitely don't want them seeing me. I'm good. Oh, Riley, or Rai, we got new dinos. We got Dracorexes. Aren't they cute? I love our buddies. Can't remember if I need to get a new dinosaur for Rye. I think we already got you one though. Rye's a trike, right? Joe. Don't we have 3? Yeah, okay. King. Oh, wait. There is a Huangosaurus. He's over here. How you doing, buddy? Okay, so I wasn't losing my marbles. We did have a Huangosaurus. Do we only have 2 trikes? I mean, 2 is fine. I just thought we had 3 for some reason. Just making sure there's not one hiding in here. There's the Struthomumothethysis or whatever. Can we put another dinosaur in here? I want to make sure we have room. Because we had to move the Edmontosauruses because they were getting cranky because they didn't have enough space. So I don't want to put too many dinos in here.
An offer just came our way. Don't let it sit too long.
There's Lily. There's Miss Catfish.
In our business, numbers matter. More visitors mean more chances to win people over.
There's Nubu. There's Cherry. I can't see where everybody is. I know there's a map we can go to. I'm trying to remember how to go to it. Cherry, Nubu. I only have 2 dinosaurs here. Joe, King, Rye. Oh, there's Rye. Rye is a
Your rep is buying you credit with everyone in
little dude.
entertainment, including me.
Agatha, Tucker, Little Red Riding Dino. Sorry. Ergo. I've only got 2 dinos there. What about over here? Lily, Miss Catfish. So Palm doesn't have one. And neither does yeah, Palm is the one that doesn't have one. Rye has one. There we go. I feel better now. I am not tiny. I didn't say you were tiny. I said you were one of the little guys. The little dinosaurs. These dudes. Him. Aren't they cool? Palm has a dino. Palm is a trike. I just made you a trike. See where you at. Palm is right. Oh, and Palm's the alpha apparently. I didn't know that. There's Palm. So even though she's not here, I know she's here in spirit. We're gonna give one to Mrs. Watt too. We're gonna give her a Watty Dino. A Dino Watt. All these trees are in the way of this viewing center. That's horrible. Didn't realize that was blocking it that bad. We need to undo that. That's not water. There we go. There we go. That's better. Did you say Ducky and I missed it? No, Ducky hasn't been to my stream for the dinos yet, I don't think. But I know we need to put Miss Watt in here. We need to put Ducky in here. I need to do a new one for PK because PK's dino died earlier today, which was super sad face. Where did the dinos go? Weren't they just here? Hello? Dinos? Hello? I'm ready. There you are. That's Ergo. Dagnabbit. Too much. There we go. Yeah. We'll do PK first, because PK came to our last stream. Good gravy. Food is here. Yay! Who said a bad word? Did I say a bad word? I don't know what I said. Dagnabbit. That's not a bad word. Dagnabbit's a good word. Dagnabbit is a word that you say for words that are naughty. Just like blue blazes. Wow, this place is lumpy. Don't mind our walking systems. We're just gonna make it super lumpy everywhere. And don't mind this moment in time when I was obsessed with the really big walking paths. I don't have a clue why I'm so obsessed with them, but I was. Weird. C'est la vie, c'est la vie. No, blue blazes is not a word. It's just it's an emote. I probably should have a command for blue blazes, but I do not. Not yet. Oh, do I have any hotels? I don't think I do I? No, I don't.
New opportunity with the science division, if you're interested. And you should be.
Yeah. You've told me all that jazz before, lady. She's so full of herself. Ta-da! Blue blazes is a real word. I know. He was saying it, I was going over words that you can use in lieu of naughty words, which blue blazes is a phrase that you could use if you chose to, instead of certain other things. Why are we showing off Nerd Girl? I don't know what's going on. Laughing in chaos. Oh, okay. At least I think it is. I mean, blue and blazes are two words that are definitely different terminology, but... Trying to get my guest count up, which is easier said than done. Alright, I definitely need food type things, gift type things, and drink type things. Do we need toilets? Yep. Over here-ish somewhere. Okay. So... wrong thing. We'll start with toilets, because you can usually stick them somewhere small-ish. Probably I need to also make sure I have a shelter over here somewhere. Stop being a brat. There we go. Oh, I just did that. Oh, I just did that. Yeah, I did. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. I thought I screwed up, and I didn't. I thought I did. I did not. What the blue blazes is he? Dickens, Great Expectations, 1861. Yep. So in lieu of saying a nasty phrase, like, what the elf is he? So I need to make sure all my pathy things are pathy. Transport reading is low. What? Yeah, see, I don't understand this thing. It reads like radio instructions. Man, got a dead dinosaur. Boo hiss. I wish I could just make them live forever. Oh no, we lost Edmontosaurus. Nubu has died. That's not good. Nubu died. Did.
Acknowledging asset collection request.
You can in settings, but it's less exciting. Well, obviously, yeah. I think when I decide to go to sandbox and play around, I'll make them unkillable or undiable. Undiable a word? I don't think it's a word. Not leavable by death. I think we'll do that then. But for now, I like the realism. There can be only one! Have my dinosaurs fight to the death for being the only immortal dinosaur. I think the T-Rex would always win, though. At least in theory. There could... Oh, there's another one! King died. No.
Picking up asset.
So we need another Edmontosaurus, which I need to create over here. Okay, so later on, after we actually finish this, like, these islands and stuff, and I finally get my sandbox, we're gonna have a Highlander dinosaur series. It's gonna be amazeballs. Yeah, Cherry, you're alive. Nubu died. Welcome back, sweetheart. If you need rest, you're fine. We're not upset or anything. We've missed you, but rating of 36. Okay. Am I behaving? For now, but I have a feeling if I don't get a dinosaur in there with you soon, because right now you're by yourself, you might riot. You just missed me. 36. 34. Okay, so I need to modify the genome. Ooh! Just coloring him brings his rating up. Nice! Let's do that. Let's let's make them pretty. I missed you too. I was asking about you because I figured you were talking to Pippi. Although I think you came back just to, you made G13 watch Idiocracy with you. Ha 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 ha. Hello, buddy. How you doing? How's your mama and them? Wait. Sorry, my bad.
Ladies and gentlemen,
he does. I guess I'm his mama. Although technically that's me. He is running off. He's cranky. We're gonna shoot you. Get some grub first. You good? Yeah. Okay.
Confirming task.
Sorry, buddy. I constantly forget to have them refill feeders. It's an ongoing issue for me. But I forget they exist.
Responding to resupply request. Proceeding to the feeder now.
Is he down? He's down. Alright. Oops.
Heading to pick up the asset.
I want some Starbucks. Wait a second. For you, I'll wait too. Wait, what? Alright. I am going to pause it. Because I need a bathroom break. So we're going to save it. And we're going to pause it. And, I'm going to toss a commercial at you guys. While I take a quick break. I'll put on some cool music, at least relatively cool. And I'm usually gone between 2 to 5 minutes, just depending. Just trying to grab a pause screen here, see gameplay paused. And I'll be back. So please wait up for me, or wait for me, or whatever. But if you have to go while I'm gone, I understand. But if not, it's a good time to get a stretch, shake off your limbs, get some coffee or water, whatever floats your boat, and I'll be back. I love you guys. Guys, I'm back. How we doing? Everybody else back yet? From stretching and getting up and moving around a little bit, like we all need to do every couple hours. Hey, Red Panda, how you doing, boo boo? Snap apples. I'm just over here dropping stuff, you know, whatever. I was taking a small break. You came right in time, stuffing your face. Nice. What did you get, Palm? I don't remember if you told us what you got. You're just chilling. We're doing dinosaurs. I think there's a dino that is cranky with my machine. Oh, bye, baby! Sad face. Do we not have anything going to that one?
Feeder resupply request received.
Wait, are you getting that one? No, you're getting that one. Okay. Whatever. I lose track of which ones they're doing.
Additional task.
That's a little on the loud side, sorry. I have grilled salmon, Cajun rice, and veggies, and oysters from hubby's seafood platter. Nice. Oh, hubby doesn't like oysters? Are we good on all of our other supplies?
Asset has been transported.
Okay, everywhere else looks good. Ranger Team 1 cannot find route to its destination. Oh, whoops, whoops. My bad. Okay. Mock to play some GTA. Nice! Have fun! I love GTA. GTA is a lot of fun. Can't do it on my stream because it is definitely not family friendly. And my youngest is still not allowed to play that game. Until they're allowed to play it, I can't stream it. One day. Seriously? I don't want to go there. Stop. 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 Don't get on my bad side now. I'm talking to a computer, like you can totally hear me, right? Oh, gosh darn it. Just let me do it. I'm about to post some pictures of that. Wait, what? About to start practicing some cosplay makeup. Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely post some pictures of that. I would love to see that. Lily, my daughter, was here, but I think she left. Does cosplay. She actually has been to several of the, I guess, convention type things. I've been to conventions, but that's to play tabletop games. She goes to conventions to actual cosplay. Oh gosh. I know she went as Pikachu because she's naturally blonde, and so she was blonde at the time. And she made this really cool outfit of Pikachu, like a very feminine Pikachu. And then she went as someone from Oron High, and I can't remember who. The one with the little pink bunny they carry around. I don't know. My daughter knows this stuff a lot better than her. And I watch anime. I just can't remember anybody's names. I'm horrible at names. I'm really bad at names. But she watches 10 times more anime than I do. So she knows a lot more of the characters than I do. Honey, yes! Okay, see, now that I've heard it, yes. Yes. That was her favorite one. Honey Senpai, yes. See, now you've said it, yes, that's it. I recognize the name, that is it. She played that one. I even bought her the bunny, like, one that looked just like it because she made the outfit. I have a picture of her next to R2D2, which I can post in my Discord. It's really cute. She also has, until COVID hit, she was going as a cosplay medic. She goes around and helps people fix their costumes. Like, she has an entire kit that she wears on her side that has like needle, thread, all kinds of glue, gear, plastic parts, rubber parts. She keeps like this backpack thingy majiggy that she carries with her. It's just like a satchel. And she helps people repair their costumes. Yeah. It's just something she really enjoys doing. Like, that brings her joy. So I said, hey, if it brings you joy, do it. You know, number one, people are always going to need help. Number two, if it brings you joy to help people, then definitely do it, you know? But yeah, she likes helping people fix their, because people, like she said, the reason she did it is this one girl had this really, really cool, like, outfit from Sailor Moon, I want to say it was. I want to say that was it. Anyway, it was a Sailor Moon costume, I'm 90% sure. And she was in tears because part of her dress ripped right along the hem, and she didn't bring anything with her to fix it. So my daughter pulled her into the bathroom, fixed her outfit, and then, like, this girl was so overjoyed. She said she practically followed her around half the convention because of it. I have not watched that one. I don't know what that is. Sounds cool, though. My favorite anime is actually Ranma 1/2, which I know it's an older anime, but it is my favorite. The last convention that I actually cosplayed at, I actually played as Shampoo. One before that, I was Ryoka. Yeah, it is really good. But I mean, that was a long time ago. I used to go to gaming conventions. It was like White Wolf Gaming. And I did live action Vampire the Masquerade. I was one of the GMs. We also ran Werewolf the Apocalypse. I also had a tabletop game of D&D. D&D, it wasn't technically D&D, it was actually like my own world that I created using the D&D system. I'm a nerd. Sorry. I also like playing Mech Warrior, Battletech. These are all the things that I am into. Some people are like, what? But if you're half as nerdy as me, you probably know what I'm talking about. Even if you don't play it, you probably know what I'm talking about. My nerdy is showing, and I refuse to put it away. Remind you of your mom if she really got into things. Aw. I hope that's a compliment. Sounds like a compliment. I'm taking it as a compliment. I don't want to Pam it or anything and think it's a compliment when it's not, but I feel like it was a compliment. Okay, good. Sometimes I'm like, oh, and they're like, that wasn't a compliment. I'm like, it was to me. Because I'm that person. I guess I should get a fast food restaurant, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to stick over here. And I feel like that's in the way. Maybe it'll fit here? Will it fit here? No. I don't have enough room for my stuff and my things. Not cool, bro. Not cool. Now, I just had this conversation with myself the other day that I had learned my lesson about plopping down all of these areas to walk and everything else without putting my She passed in the nerdiness to us, but we all became subcategories. My brother is a video game movie nerd. My sister is a fantasy nerd, and I'm the anime nerd. Ah, yes. I understand this. My daughter is my mini-me, so she is very much like me. My boys are a different kind of nerd, which I'm very proud of. They're just a different kind of nerd. So I totally get it. 100%. I'm moving this sucker. I don't like it there. It is not bringing me joy. It needs to go. What do you mean? I just put a thingy. Oh, does it not reach that far? Oh, did I not pay attention? Oh, blue blazes. Fine. Guess it needs to go there. Stupid. Oh, my genius has failed me. What was supposed to be a wicked good plan was a horrible plan. Fine. Fine. There. Better. But the nerd gene is an amazing gene to pass on. I recommend it to everybody. It's a beautiful gene. In every way, in every fashion, in every form. Yes, it is. I am so glad you agree. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? You can't convince me not to stick something here. It's gonna happen. Just accept it. Move on with your life. Now I wonder if I can fit two things here. It's probably asking for too much. I was like, snap, I smacked the wrong button. Okay. Now we'll wait for that to get built. I should probably go do the research that we're supposed to be doing, which is the whole reason we're back on this island. That I'm not doing because I'm a slacker. Slacker. I love you guys. You are my peoples. Alright, what we got going on here? Nothing. Absolutely nothing, because you're a slacker. Path not connected. Oh. Well, it's connected right there, but okay. Really? Oy vey. Alright. So where are we at now? We're good on food. We're good on drinks. We're still icky on that. Well, snap apples. Where am I gonna stick one of those at? I don't think I can squeeze that in here anywhere. I mean, I might be able to squeeze it here-ish. No, I don't think it's gonna let me. When will I ever learn to build these things before I commit to them? Dag nabbit. What is this anyway? As a small power station. I wonder if I just built another power station over here and just deleted that one. I need the bigger power stations is what I need. Nerds unite. I'll have one snap apple, please. Wait, what? But I do like My Hero Academia. If you like superhero stuff, it's really fun, but also really sad in the beginning. That was a real mishmash of words. It's fine. I actually got right what you were saying. You're fine. I do love superhero stuff. Huge into superhero stuff, actually. I have a very large comic book collection. My favorite comics are Impulse, which most people are like, who? Flash. Impulse is actually Flash's nephew. I love Spawn. And Deadpool. Before Deadpool was cool. I like Sandman. Yeah, if anybody ever looks for a good present for me, Impulse Comics. I'm missing half the collection because they're really hard to find. And when I was a teenager, unfortunately, I wasn't as good as collecting as I am now. Now I realize that I truly enjoy collecting, and didn't realize it when I was younger, and I didn't have the tenacity to collect like I do now. I don't know if tenacity is the right word there, but it's a word I'm using today. The word of the day is tenacity. I don't think that word means what you think it means. Just kidding. Mr. Sandman, man me a sand. Hey, Nemesis. Nemesis? What? Did we have someone named Nemesis enter, or you're just talking about something that I'm not cluing into? Because I can be a real derp sometimes. Oh, hey, Nemesis, how are you? Too late. Saw you pop in. Deadpool was always cool. Okay, well, what I meant was is before he became, I guess, like a table coaster conversation, I guess. Aging myself here, but yeah. There was also a comic called Max, M-A-X-X, that I actually really, really loved, but I don't think they stopped making him. MCU cool. Yes. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Sorry. Sheer invisible. Before it became mainstream cool, yes, yes. I don't know why I keep smacking that button over and over and over. It's like my favorite button. The button of the day is... It's like, what the blue blazes has gotten into me? I have no idea. I drank some Kool-Aid or something while I was gone. Y'all missed it. I don't know. I need to research that and get it to where I can do more than 2 tasks at a time. It's really frustrating.
Resupply request acknowledged.
Blue blazes. Yes, blue blazes. Frustrations. Aggravations. Okay, I added in that so I can get rid of this. Yes. Get rid of it. Chuck it in the bin. Of course, now we have no power over here. That's not good. Power, power. Must have power. Oh, wait. They have power. Right? No. Darn it. Are the Try attacking my stuff again. No, this guy. He's bringing you fresh goats. Or goat. Leave him alone. Keep smacking that button. Where's the gate at? Is it over there? Yeah. Run! Ranger, run! Go, go, Power Ranger! Okay, so we cleared that area out so we could build stuff here. That's a mess. Anyway, what did we need? Did we need shops? Was that what it was? I can't remember. Yes, we need shoppies. We're good on toilets, right? Yeah, everywhere. Oh, I need toilets over here. I'll do that next. Right now we need shops. So, building shops. And if anybody wants to know why I'm doing what I'm doing, please feel free to ask. I don't mind if you've never done it or you're new to the game. Sometimes I move a little fast. When I already know what I'm looking for, I don't think about it. But I think I have a bunch of veterans in here that have played this game many, many moons. So I think we're good. Keep smacking that button all day long. That is my favorite button. That is my button of the day. I'm not even kidding when I say these things. It's horrendous. Stop clicking to it. Wait, what? I would ask, but you don't really seem to know dinosaurs. Is that a dinosaur? Komodo. Well, I mean dinosaur. Komodo dragons? Well, feel free to ask. I know some weird stuff. And the only reason why this place looks janky, this was our original island when I was still learning how to play. I've gotten a lot better at it. There's just not much fixing this island, unfortunately. Why are you out of power? Did we use all of our power? My bad. Let's go boost it up, shall we? What is the average airspeed velocity of Aladdin Swallow? That's one of those spicy questions. I thought you were gonna ask my favorite color. What are you talking about? Thank you, Pop, for the bitty bitties. Bitties, I love bitties. European or African? Oh. Cup was empty. Yeah, it was disturbing me earlier too, because I thought there was something wrong with my screen. Like I was like, no, that's just my cup. I'm not used to it being empty. Thank you for the biddies. Smelly cheese. Alright. You know, at one point in time, we were going to put a new Huangosaurus in here. And then we completely forgot our marbles and forgot what we were doing. He'd been sitting here waiting, patiently, for me to release him. I'm a horrible creator. He'd been like chilling, like, can I come out now? Hey, Minky! How you doing, baby doll? We're playing... we're playing with dinosaurs.
You've done well with this latest contract. This may be our finest research to date. And given where we are and what we do, that is really saying something.
Yeah, see, Cherry is the keeper of the marbles. Pippi is the finder of the marbles. They have titles. I need to give you guys your official titles somewhere. Wait, or was that opposite? I've forgotten. Lots of marbles on that one too. I will admit that I have marbles. It's just quite often I've forgotten where I stuck them. Alright. Those are all empty. Good. No more incubators waiting to be undone.
Security isn't always clean or easy, but it is always necessary.
I don't feel like doing that right now. Thank you for asking. Alright, back to what we were doing. I think we're good to go to the next island now, because we've got the research we were looking for. I'm the queen of finding things in my house, but it's because I'm so good at losing everything, I was forced to get good at finding things. That's kind of one of my skills too, because I have to keep my husband's stuff, because he loses everything, because he is legally blind, so he literally loses things that will be like right in front of him. He also just forgets where he puts stuff. So it's not just the blindness. He tries to blame it on that, and I'm like, yeah, but you literally put that down 5 minutes ago. There's no way you didn't know where that was. But yeah, he forgets where he puts stuff. And it's not a sight thing, because sometimes these things are huge. Like, legally blind or not, he can still see the big blob. I used to pick on him and say, how do you know I'm beautiful? I'm like, because you're legally blind, so you could just be saying that. Because he'd always tell me all the time how pretty I was, and I was just like, you're legally blind, I don't believe you. It was an ongoing joke with us for years. I just forget things. Dates, appointments, places I'm supposed to be, things I'm supposed to do. I'm blind too, but only without my glasses. I've got very good vision with my glasses. Yeah, he's got decent vision if he had glasses. His glasses cost almost $500 for us to get, so he refuses to buy them because he's stubborn. And I love him, but he's stubborn. Because his are like super thick. He had them when we met, but then my son stepped on them as a toddler, and he hasn't had them since. Very close to what he is. I can't remember what his is. His is like one of the highest ones you can get, and he still doesn't see great with them, and his eyes also dilate at 2 different speeds, so he's not allowed to drive and stuff like that. It's funny. I mean, not funny, but I've had him drive me once, and it was funny. Because he was convinced the cars were coming at him, and they weren't. What am I doing? Your eyes are good at focusing with your glasses. Yeah, even with his glasses, he's not. Like, when he fights, he usually does, like, blind fighting. Alright, I think we're gonna just go ahead and hop over to the other island. So we're good on... Oh, wait, I need this. This needs to happen before we go to the other island, for sure. Because I want to start getting bigger dinosaurs at the other island. I think they start giving me some of the bigger ones, and we need the heavy steel when we get to the bigger dinosaurs. I see 2015 better than average with my contacts. Wow. everything's blurry when I take my glasses off, but I do have contacts. I just can't figure out where I stuck them. Which sucks, because contacts are expensive. I've misplaced mine. They're around here somewhere. Yeah, I don't think anybody really enjoys spending money on the contacts. That's why I don't wear them super often. If I take my glasses off, the whole world disappears? Yeah, agreed. I remember when I was a little kid, and when I first got my glasses, I just paused and started staring everywhere. And my mom was like, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, "The leaves on trees, they're different." Because I always thought that the big green blobs that you put as trees as kids, that's what I actually saw. I saved my contacts for exercising and night driving. I really should think about LASIK. Yes. LASIK is something I've thought about, but my mom got it, and hers didn't take too well, and it scares me. Of course, this was years ago, so I'm sure it has improved since then. I also don't have that kind of money. I don't have that kind of bankroll. I wish I had that kind of bankroll in my life, but I don't. I'm also a contractor, so I have no insurance. So everything is out-of-pocket cash. So, I ain't got that kind of bankroll. I got my glasses in first grade. My comment was, "There's leaves on those trees." I like contacts for cosplay or outdoor stuff. Oh yes, for cosplay, contacts are amazing. It is funny, the first thing we notice is leaves on trees. Yes. It's wild, right? That they're not just blurry blobby things, that they're actual leaves. When my son, there we go, now we can go to the other island. When my son got his glasses for the first time,
I've got a new contract for you. Review it, and then I think you should accept it.
he looked across the room in the doctor's office, and he was like, "Mom, there's people over there." And I was like, "Yeah, Lily's back. There's my girl." Is Riding Hood still in here? Little Red Riding Sim, if you're still in here, this is my daughter, Lily. We were talking about you, Lily Bear. My sweet Lily Bear. How you doing, Sweet Pea? Hello! Lily is my younger daughter. Not to say that she's like a kid or anything. Your mom didn't believe you when you said you thought you needed glasses. Same. My mom didn't believe me either. She goes, "Oh, you're fine." And I'm like, "No, Mom. Blind. Can't see a darn thing." Ah, you're still here. Cool. So Lily, who just entered, Lily Bear, that is my daughter that I was talking about earlier. Lily, her daughter streams and uses the PS4 as well. And I mentioned that you were, and she thought you guys could, like, meet. Yada yada. Electronic buddies. I was telling them about you streaming and what you streamed. And I talked about Turtle. And, I don't know. Talked about my sweet baby girl. Struthia Mimus. Mom took me to the eye doc before the one that put me in glasses, and they said I should have been in glasses long before then. Yes, that's my daughter that cosplays. Correct. Yeah, we were talking about a lot of stuff about you. You were definitely on our minds, Lily Bear. I do have another daughter, but she does not do the cosplay. Don't know what the first two were doing because I was blind. Lily's like, wait, you were talking about me? What were you saying? Like, why were you talking about me? Just bragging on my baby. That's all I'm doing. That's my girl. I think my kids are always nervous that I'm gonna like unearth some weird secret about my kid. Who is what? Her daughter, Little Red Riding Sim's daughter. Sorry. We have to do like a little bit of a backstory here. My first year in glasses was bad. I broke like 3 pairs. After that I got a little better, liked seeing enough that I protected my glasses more. My youngest son, or second youngest son, needs to learn that lesson. That boy breaks his glasses like nobody's business. Yeah, I told him that you were doing the cosplay medic stuff. Like, next time, once we're able to do Dragon Con again, that you were going to have your satchel and help fix people's suits and stuff. That was her whole plan. I think they were supposed to go to Dragon Con this fall, and unfortunately, COVID. So she couldn't go be a cosplay medic, unfortunately. Your 15-year-old's always losing them. Yeah, mine's 16, although he's been losing them since he got them when he was like 12. He loses them, sleeps in them, breaks them in half, squishes them, breaks off the nose pieces, lens pops out. He's so hard. Yeah, I help all the cosplayers with malfunctions. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Like I said, she's my amazing kid. And if you want to talk anime with somebody, she's my, like, I know anime, but I am not, I'm old school anime. Like, if you want to talk about anime from the 90s, I'm your girl. But any new stuff, I've seen a little of, but I am not, I ain't got nothing on Lily. Lily knows anime and any kind of Korean drama shows and stuff. That is all Lily. What am I doing? Oh yeah. Okay, do I have a, talking to myself, do I have a shelter? I do not have a shelter. I need a shelter. I have a shelter over there. That's a rain shelter. And I have an emergency shelter. I need one over here, right? No, I have one. Okay, right there. Okay. I watch anime nightly. I'm going to another con once things reopen, but not until after COVID is over, yeah. I need to watch more anime, though. I've been stuck at My Hero Academy. Have you seen that, Lily? My Hero Academia? Panda was talking about it earlier, and I wasn't sure. Wait, what is Zinni? Her lenses are small enough script that I can get the free lenses, the 6.95 frames, and it's like $4.95 for shipping. So that's what she gets. No extra till she can keep up with the blasted things.
There's so much to do here in the parks that sometimes it can be overwhelming. Think about building a rhythm, research and expeditions, fossil extractions, build new attractions. Keep our visitors entertained with a variety of dinosaurs. And keep your park secure, huh? It's a little like spinning plates. Just don't let any of them fall.
Hush, you. Zinni.com. I'll have to look that up later. Can either Cherry or Pippi drop that in Discord for me, the Zinni.com? Or Minky, you're in my Discord. Drop that in Discord for me, because I will forget about it. By the time I get off of here, I will have forgotten that it exists, and I won't know what's going on. Because I tend to forget the world when I'm streaming. I got you, girl. Yeah. I told you, if someone was gonna see it, it'd probably be her. That's my girl. She's my anime girl. And Cherry maybe has seen it too. I keep forgetting that Cherry watches a lot of anime. My brain doesn't go there. I think of Cherry as my D&D girl. I don't think of her as the anime girl, but she is. Don't mean to pigeonhole you. Sorry, baby. Well-rounded nerd. I need to find some anime that I enjoy. Like, I haven't poked around enough to find something that I truly enjoy, and I need to. I really need to get into it. It's very naughty of me that I haven't done that. Where's our power centers at? Oh, right there. That is a really weird place for a power center. But okay. My one kid mostly does Fairy Tale and Sinbad. Not much else, I think. The bad thing is I know that announcer comes on and announces stuff, but I can never hear anything she's saying. Like, no matter how loud I turn it up, it always sounds like wah, 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 wah. And I know she, like, announces when storms and stuff happen, but I can't hear them. Yeah, I do need to save the game. I haven't saved it in a hot minute. I need to save it before I lose it. So Lily, what did you go eat? I heard you went to go eat something. And I am now curious. There is no way that is close enough to whack that thing. But okay. Your computer crashed twice the other day and I lost all my progress from that day on my Sims challenge. Oh, yeah, I read about that. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Pick up where you started on that day tomorrow. Gonna finish it though. Yeah, I've had my stuff crash mid-stream. And we have to go back like an hour or two. And it always just hurts my very soul when I have to do that. It's like, no. You can do it though. We believe in you. You got this. You can kick it out the park. Whoop its butt. I remember it saying there was lots of storms here, so I'm trying to get storm protection up. Storm incoming. See, I say it and look what happens. I jinxed myself. I gotta open up the storm shelters before the storm comes. I can't
weather makes for
figure it
mad
out.
Dinosaurs, and we're in for a boatload of it.
Are you saying I got things without power already? Ah! I should be able to finish my first playthrough of Castaway Survivor tomorrow. My PC seems to be behaving again. Don't know what was up that day. I know that I had to get my RAM fixed on my computer. And eventually we're going to install my SSD cards that I bought. I do have them. They're just sitting there waiting to be installed. And that should help my computer a lot. That was Red Riding Sim, Little Red Riding Sim. It's her daughter. Wanted to play PS4 with you. I should turn off my PC sometimes. True, but there's usually an underlying issue. Welcome back. Your phone died? Oh no. You've been avoiding it because of a sound it makes? I am not sure. Oh, the beeping sound, your hub has fixed it. That's good. Thank you for following, Adam. Welcome to the stream. We're just chilling, hanging out with some dinos. Doing dino things. I don't have enough money. I need more power. Guess I'll have to do that instead. Better. Busting up my game like it did it, right?
Amazing work. You have my thanks.
You're welcome. Don't know what I did. Build, connect, and power a fossil center. Oh, hang on. Oop. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't have enough money for more power. My hub went into some motherboard settings or something and changed something and turned one thing on and another off, and oh boy. Here on Twitch, she is Little Miss Croft, if you want to follow here, Lily Bear. And thanks for allowing me, big girl, since this would be construed as promo. Aw. No worries. I mean, she's an adult, so she can do what she wants to do, but yeah, I mean, I'm always love helping. I mean, it's kind of promoing your kid, but I mean, it's also kind of promoting mine because mine also streams too. So technically, free promo for free promo, right? I'm not strict. My thing is, okay, the only reason I had to put that up there is because I actually had people jumping into my stream just to promo their stuff, and then they wouldn't stick around. They just left. And I'm like, rude. Like, I don't mind, talking about other people's streams and boosting people up and being nice and polite. If you're, like, out here hanging and chilling and we get all along and you're watching my stream and stuff, I don't mind. But it's when people jump in and be like, hey, come check out blah, blah, blah. And then they, like, stick around for, like, a minute or two and they leave. It's, like,
It's
rude.
a dangerous world. This place makes it more dangerous. This contract can help us with security here.
Yeah, so that's why that
People
rule's
are afraid of
there,
what they don't
is because
understand.
of that.
These islands and the dinosaurs that inhabit them can change that fear to something else. Hope. Maybe. I don't know. But the key is to get as many folks here as you can.
Yeah, but see, I'm like, I love helping people out and like sharing people's stuff and talking about other people. Like, I will openly say I love Nerd Girl so much because I know we talked about her a little bit earlier, and I promo her and she's not even here because she supported me in so many ways that I don't mind it. She's my girl. Right, it's one of the reasons why the promo shout out is expensive and stuff like that is just because we had, like, I think it was 2 people that just came in and just did that. One did it twice. I was like, ban that person. That's just rude. And I'm usually so easygoing and so chill, but it's like, there's chill and then there's like just downright taking advantage of somebody. I don't know. Chop chop, you're gone. Yeah, exactly. I mean, and I'm super laid back. Like, I don't usually mind whatsoever, but at the end of the day, I don't stream for 4 hours to promote somebody else only. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense? I don't know. Cherry's my muscle. Yeah, some streamers don't even like if you mention that you stream to consider it self-promo. Yeah, that's just too much for me. Like, if you chill with me and hang with me, I don't mind. But, yeah, I actually had one tell me they were going to ban me because I mentioned... And it wasn't even, I was promoting myself because I wasn't even streaming that day. I was just like, oh, we do that over on my stream. It wasn't even a, hey, come watch my stream. I was like, well, okay, I was just talking about that's cool. That's something that we do. Yeah, a lot of people that frequent our Discord are other streamers. Yeah, I don't mind. I have a lot of friends that hang out with me that are streamers, and yeah, some people need to chill. Like, but I mean, I also don't know what they've gone through either. Like, maybe they've had people like that just come through and trample all over their stuff. So I try to be understanding. I was once asked, what did you do today? I said, oh, I had my first stream today, and they deleted my comment and said it was promo, and I was like, you asked me! Exactly, and I think that's how mine went about, too. They were like, da-da-da-da, does anybody do this kind of thing? I'm like, yeah, we do that on my stream. It was like, but you talked about it, I was answering you, I wasn't like, hey, people, awesome that you're here, come watch me! There's a difference. In my opinion, there's a difference. But, some people are sensitive, and I mean, they might have reasons, and I try not to think ill of people or why they would be like that, but I try to think with a big heart on that kind of stuff, but sometimes it's hard. But yeah, I mean, honestly, if you ask, you've kind of opened that door at that point. No offense, but you've definitely whacked that door wide open. There is no closing that door. I left and unfollowed is pretty big when you stream your first time. There's nothing more to tell about what you did that day, right? Yeah, it is hard sometimes to think of the best. Yeah, and when I first started, Like, I didn't know anybody, and I was itching to tell people about my day and to talk about the stream and how amazing it was, and I got some follows and stuff. But it's like, you weren't allowed to tell anybody. I'm like, but I don't know anybody. Who am I supposed to talk to? Like, I have no friends. I know nothing. I have like 2 followers. How am I threatening to you? But, you know, whatevs, you know, it's cool. Yeah, but so what you're doing is not what I consider promo. I mean, I'm talking to you, you're talking to me, it's an open conversation, we're peachy. It's not like you name dropped and ran away. That's different. I did the thing that should not be named. Oh my god, Cherry, I'm doing that! Sorry, that's awesome. I did this thing and stuff today, and yeah. I try not to mention that I stream unless the streamer specifically asks something along the lines of saying it was okay if you talk about it. Luckily I have you and Nerd Girl and the peeps between you. I have peeps to talk to, which is really nice. Yeah, I mean, I will be honest, like, I had Cherry, which was amazing, and I've got my Oogie Boogie fam, which is also amazing, but it's like, you know, you want to talk to people, and that day I met Nerd Girl was just, like, amazing, because now I feel like I have all these more people I can talk to now, and it feels fulfilling that I actually have, like, a herd of people that I can talk to. I did Voldemort. Wah ha ha ha. Oh wait. Wah ha ha ha. Oh, and Pippi's not here for it. Oh well. I love Pippi. Pippi's gonna be sad. He can go back and watch the VOD and catch it later, right? Unless he's snuck back in here somewhere. People who hang out on stream are likely streamers. I mean, smaller streamers tends to be yes. Bigger streamers tends to be no. At least from what I've noticed. I could be wrong, though. Alright, I feel like I need to put something over here, because we've got all this space. Okay, I thought he was still handling kids stuff. I wasn't sure. But I mean, I don't know. Sore subject for some people, I suppose, but not for me. I'm laid back. I'm easygoing. I don't. The only rule that I follow here is please don't cuss. That's really my only major rule. All the rest of them are kind of negotiable. As long as you're not, you know, a jerk, we're good. Hello, Pippi. Yes, tell us the worst part, Little Red Riding Sim. We need to hear the rest of this story, since you seem to be telling us in a magnificent, amazing, wonderful story. I love amazing. Why do I have 2 food things next door to each other? That makes no sense. I wasn't using my noodle when I did that. Oh well, whatever. Slow your roll, people. I'm working on it. Jeez. They want all the foods, right? I'm always nibbly. I keep forgetting to give these poor people bathrooms. My bad, I'm sorry. You guys gotta pee bad? I will eventually get that fixed, I swear. now I'm hungry. Oh no. Someone tweeted, please come help him reach 300 followers. He's such a sweet guy. And I was like, sure, I'll help out. So I followed. I was just trying to be nice, lurking away, and he pulled me out. He was like, hey, come talk to us. And he kept at it to try and get me to talk. I would have been happy to just follow or no 300 and sit and lurk. Oh, yeah. I don't mind lurkers. Like, I have several, or at least a couple, that are pretty much here all the time. I think they're always lurking. I did pull one of them out the other day on accident. Trying to see if he's in here. Yeah, Red Dwarf 5. He actually said something once, and it was because I was blubbering like a baby. And I think it was the day that Nerd Girl raided us, and I was blubbering like a baby. Because I got my first hype train. I would have been happy to just be follower number 300, and then this mod deleted my comment. What? It was weird. Yeah, that is very weird. Some people. Yeah. I like lurkers. Lurkers don't bother me. If you want to hang out and just never talk, that is your prerogative. If you want to hang out and talk all the live long day, once again, your prerogative. Not a simmer. Simmers don't act this way. Yeah, it's very rare to find anybody in the Sims community that's like that. I have met a couple, though. Because the one I'm talking about actually was in the Sims community. I'm not going to name names or anything like that, but she's the one that fussed at me. And I just gave away the gender. But anyway, we won't go there. I'm either super talkative or I'm playing Sims, right? We always play Sims. Sims is fun. I needed a Sims break, though. That had to happen. It was a thing, and I forgot that I was out of power. Oi. How do I forget that I'm out of power? Naughty. Naughty, naughty. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Okay, I kind of don't want to put power there. Power can go over here. Somewhere? Is that good? Can we go there? Yes? Yes. It's like everyone just knows if Palm is quiet, she's simming. Palm, if your computer on, you're probably simming. I love you, but you sim a lot. You're my girl. But I already expect that if you're watching me stream, that you're probably simming right next to me. But yeah, if you're quiet, you're usually simming. 100% accurate. But you're still my Palm, and it's okay. I'm either super talkative or my ADHD has me off doing, well, anything else. Probably everything else. I'm gonna nag you till you talk. Oh wait, no. I'm gonna nag you and then I will delete your comment because it's self-promo. You are addicted. You're an addict. It's okay. Nothing wrong with it. I was reading and typing at the same time. You're fine, honey bunny. Yeah, my ADD just has me, which is why I can't play the same game all the time, because I get bored because I see all these other pretty shiny things that I want to do, and I want to do them. So I do love Sims. I do. I am a Simaholic, but I have to play other games. Otherwise, I get extremely bored. And then you can tell, like, it's all over my face, and then Cherry fusses at me, and you could tell. But I didn't get to play it all while Sister was here, or like the week before while I was cleaning. So you were having like sim withdrawals because it was 2 whole weeks of non-simming. Hello. What am I doing? What am I doing? I need to increase the new genome to 60%. Build, connect, and fat power a fossil center. Oh, okay. That's what I'm doing. Oops, not that. This. Do I have anything that's close to 60% but isn't 60%? Probably not. No. Okay. Sure, why not? I had to learn to finish things before starting new ones, to the point I can get to a bit obsessive about the finish part of things, even if I'm bored. I've tried that. It doesn't work for me. I do have checklists, though. So, like, when I'm actually working, like at work, I do have checklists, because I did train myself that if I have a checklist, I have to finish the check before I can move on to the next thing, because otherwise it's a hot mess. But I don't bring the checklist to my home life or my streaming, because I feel like it's kind of work related. I did it during school. I have checklists for school, because otherwise school doesn't get done. I often refuse to start new things till I finish the old thing, even if it's driving me crazy with boredom. I understand. I mean, you can ask Cherry. I've got, let's see, what challenges have I started, Cherry, that I haven't finished? My Legacy Challenge, started that. I'm still in Matriarch 1. I started Life of Crime. We did finish school. We are on the 100 Baby Challenge, but it's multiplayer, so I technically have 3 other people playing with me, so I don't have a choice but to finish that one. Gives me the boost I need to finish some Sims challenges. The excitement to start a new challenge will give me the bump in the booty I need to finish the one I'm bored with. I understand. I mean, I get it. 100% understand. You're talking to a girl who has the same thing. I just... I also just really enjoy playing other games so much that it doesn't bother me that it's one of my quirks. Plus, I'm a giddy person anyway most of the time, so keeping me giddy is a good thing. Do 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 do. Do do do. I know a girl from an island. She stands apart from the crowd. She loves the sea and her people. She makes her whole family proud. Sometimes the world seems against you. The journey can leave a scar. Scars can heal and reveal just who you are. Okay, I think I'm gonna put a thingy-majiggy here. Exhibit here. That's a good spot for an exhibit, right? The people you love will change you. Where? Why do we have a power outage? Hello?
Who turned out the lights?
Why do I have a power outage? Is someone crabby? I have a switch and an on switch and an off switch. There is no middle ground, no dimmer, if you will. All on or all off. I sleep the same way. If I'm in bed, I'll probably be out like a light. Nothing wakes me. But if I'm up, I'm doing things, lots of things. I have many hobbies, or not enough time in the world for all of them. Oh my god, I have so many things that I do. Like, one of the common jokes on my Discord is that I'm Superwoman, because I do lots of things. Because I have 2 jobs, I go to school full time. I'm doing grad school, getting my master's. I also Twitch 3 days a week. I also make YouTube videos, which I need to finish editing. And I also have 6 kids and a husband and, yeah, 4 dogs, 3 cats, a turtle. I stay busy. I also like to do lots of arts and crafts, and I read like a fiend. I read so many books. I have stacks of books. Great. You think I'm Superwoman too? It's just my energy. I can't help it. Like, where do I find the time? It helps if I never sleep. Like, there are days when I will go without sleep. I just can't help it. My brain won't turn off. But then when I do turn off my brain, it crashes. Like, I crash and burn, kind of like a helicopter crash. It happens. I'm just weird. I'm wired weird, I know. But I have to stay busy, otherwise I can't explain it. Like, it's wrong. It's wrong if I'm not busy. If I'm not busy, something's wrong, something's wrong, something's wrong. So, I stay busy. Knit, crochet, spin yarn, sim, garden, canning, sleep, and eat. I do canning. I also do gardening. I'm learning to crochet. Yeah. I also love to cook. Little known fact, I actually was working on my dishes that I plan to audition for MasterChef. Now COVID, so not doing that. One day. One day. I do have a job currently, but I'm a temp and I'm streaming about 5 days a week now, though I'm new at that. Crotchy old palm. Oh my god, you guys. And it's supposed to be crotchety, not crotchy, because crotchy's gross. Crotchety. Crotchy old palm. Oh, gravy. Good gravy. You guys tickle me in so many ways. Crotchety has always been a hard word for me. Well, it's probably because you're old and crotchety. Just kidding. You are the Pippi, it's okay. I'm trying to figure out where I want to stick this. I've never used a spinning wheel for my yarn making. I'm good though, but I use a drop spindle for making yarn. Nice! I told you once I'd love to get some of your yarn. Like, 100%. I need to learn how to make my own yarn. That needs to be a thing that happens. I need to learn how. I bet you there's probably a YouTube video for that. There usually is. There's a YouTube video for almost everything nowadays. I report for orientation at the end of this month for my job. I was supposed to start before COVID. Oh, wow. You go, Pong.
That's a wrap.
Woo! Alright. We've got things happening now. Wait. What's going on? Crap. Ah! I'm still working on my first fleece that I got a dirty fleece fresh from the sheep. Oh, okay. I've washed it and I'm hand combing it and making it into roving and then spinning it into yarn from there. Nice! But it's a temporary assignment. I need to figure out what my next income will be after that, because anytime I think about a regular job where I have to go to a place for so many hours or so many days a week, every week my anxiety takes over. I cleaned it 2 years ago. Still combing and spinning. Wow. Sound like me. I have a quilt that I've been making for 2 years that I haven't finished. And Palm, I 100% understand. I used to do the 9 to 5. I was a customer service operator type job. Or even, it was more like 10 to 2 a.m. was my shift. Or something like that. Something like that, I don't remember. And then I found a job working at home. And now that's all I do. I have left my original job, which was at home. And I found a new job at home. And, that's what I do. I do, office administration for CEOs and executives. Freelance world. Best suggestion I can make is go onto LinkedIn. If you don't already have your resume and your everything filled out there, get in there, fill everything out, post yourself as actively looking for a job, and then actually start poking around people's sites on LinkedIn to see if they're hiring. It's the best way to do it. As far as finding a freelance gig goes. Because if you get something like that, it's like, I do have 2 jobs, but I make my own hours. I'm a contractor, so they can't tell me when to work. They just give me assignments that I have to finish by deadlines. So, some days I work a couple hours, and some days I work 10. Because I will procrastinate and not finish my work on the first day. But I know when my deadline is, so I make sure that I always have X amount done per day or whatever, so I can reach my deadline. So like days that I stream, I put lighter stuff on myself, and then the heavier stuff in the days that I don't stream. I was recently given another much smaller fleece from a lamb first cut. It's going to be amazing to work with, so I have to finish the current one so I can start with the new one. Yes, I see what you mean. I have 2 digital design degrees, so that's what I'd be doing. Girl, okay, instead of LinkedIn, you need to go to Upwork. Like 100%, I literally just hired somebody for a design project, like a week and a half ago. And they're paying them $24 an hour to finish a project. Now, granted, it is just a project, but I think it's like 30 hours of work. So $24 an hour for 30 hours of work. And then their contract's over. That's not bad, if you think about it. You need to go to like Upwork and Fiverr, Fiverr, and put yourself out there. You can also put yourself on LinkedIn too. But these are all good ways to get stuff you're good at and you like doing out there and get yourself as a contractor. Which, I mean, I know there are so many bonuses to having like the actual job thing, but
Looks like there's another contract that might be worth your attention.
yeah, build your portfolio up, get your stuff up there, start posting your stuff out there. Photograph of a dinosaur fighting? I'm not ready for that. Well, then while you're out there putting your stuff out there as far as on Fiverr and Upwork and LinkedIn, while those are up, people are still going to be looking for people. While that's happening, go ahead and build your portfolio at the same time. So put Sims away for, like, tell yourself or schedule yourself time to design stuff and do a design project like a couple hours a day, so that way you have a nice portfolio going on. So, sorry, this is what I'm really good at. I am good at helping contractors, finding contractors, and doing work type stuff. I actually worked as a hiring manager for 15 years. So I'm good helping people find jobs. And I've been doing contract work for so long. So is Cherry, by the way. That we're just good at this kind of stuff. Listen to the new view. It is one of my few skills. Usually the thing is people don't tend to listen to me. And I'm like, dude, I've been doing this for 20 some odd years. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. But people don't tend to listen to me. Even my own kid didn't listen to me for like, I want to say it was 2 years. He would not listen to me. And then finally he went and did what I did. 3 weeks later he had a job. And I'm like, see? Yeah, between me and Cherry, we're really good at this kind of stuff. If you want to do freelance stuff, seriously, if you need someone to look at your resume, show it to us. If you need someone to look at your portfolio, you have us on Discord. Show us your stuff. I don't mind helping you or telling you what's not appealing or what is. If your resume is written well, all that stuff, that's what we're here for. Your best skill is knowing completely random stuff. Ah, that is a skill. Did we lose Panda? Or is Panda just doing the lurky lurk? Probably just doing the lurky lurk. Because we're probably being super chatty. We're chatty Cathies. And I tend to get very excited about things. Sorry. Then I love you, Palm, and I want you to succeed and be happy. You love chatty. Yeah. I just want everybody to be happy, you know? Yeah, it's not random to you, but it appears that way to other. I am the same way. Like, the way my thought process tends to be pretty random to other people. But I'm like, there's a method to my madness. Just calm down. It's gonna happen. If you need me to break it down for you and explain to you why I'm doing the thing I'm doing and how I'm doing it, let me know. But there's a reason I'm doing what I'm doing. But yes, I am super chatty. I am pumped today. Like, wow, I am so full of energy. It is 11:30 at night. Wow, I'm gonna turn into a pumpkin soon. I didn't realize it was 11:30. I don't want tonight to end. I'm having fun. Can I pout now? Like big old pouty pants? What's a Nostoceratops? I don't have that one yet. In any of my games. I want that one. I know tons about fish tanks because I've had them all my life. Fish tanks. I need a custom fish tank. Do you know where I could get one where someone will actually listen to me and what I want to make and like not kill me on a price? Do you have anybody in mind? Because I have a turtle and he's an aquatic turtle and his tank is not doing great and we want to make one that's like big enough for him because he's growing. He's huge. But we also want one that is like an L shape and dives down so he can dive down into the water and then swim back up and go up to his top area. Like, so it'll be like an L shape. So it'll have like the dive down area where he can swim. Do you know anybody that could make something like that? Or know of a company or somebody that doesn't charge like $50 million to make a turtle tank? And obviously someone that would be able to ship it to me. Which is probably going to be the part that's super expensive, is the shipping. Okay, I need to collect myself because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing too many things. My brain is going crazy. Calm down. It's okay. It's okay. We're fine. Everything's fine. Alright. I talked about putting an enclosure over here. I need to go ahead and do that. Focus. I told you guys, I have a bad habit of not focusing. Or not being able to focus myself. I can't think of the name of it, but I loved watching the show about the guys that make epic fish tanks. I've never heard of this show. We got fossils. Yay, fossils. Oh, did they seriously let me put it here and not let me have a path? Oh, that's not fair. Seriously? Like, come on. Oh, cheaters. Cheater pumpkin eaters. Tanked. Never heard of it. That's not cool. And I can't just pick it up and move it.
Here's a new contract. I thought of you first.
Thanks. I'm mad right now. How expensive are those? 150K. Well, guess what? Dagnabbit. All for that. All for a piece of path. Oh, shoot. I love that it goes into the different languages. Wait, hang on. Look at these idiots. It's just a tornado. It's just a hurricane. You know, whatever. We're not bothered. It's just a light breeze. They must be Floridians. All right, well. My nose itches. How come every time I stream my nose itches? It's not fair. Oh no. Oh no. I'm just glad I don't have any meat eaters yet. Because power outage is not good with the meat eaters. I mean, it's not great with the other dinosaurs either because they can get out their gates, but meat eaters getting out of their gates is never a happy moment. Did I tell you guys that on my non-stream game, I had a Ceratosaurus get loose and was eating my guests? And I thought, well, because I was in my little Jeep, and he was literally my only dinosaur, and we were out of money, and I couldn't afford to catch him. And I was like, well, if it's gonna end like this, so I just took a picture of him eating the person, like grabbing him and gobbling him and stuff. And I got a badge for it through Steam. I was like, they gave me a badge for the gobble gobble of a person. That's just beautiful. I mean, I cannot say that I'm not kind of proud of that badge. There is a small evil part of me that is slightly, well, no, very proud of that badge. I mean, I was the one that thought of doing it, so I mean, if you're gonna go down, you might as well go down, right, with some fun or whatever. All right, so let's try this again. Yeah, but if you guys think of somebody that totally would have the ability to make a tank, or if you guys just want to be complete nerds and help me look for somebody, please do. I'm not saying you have to, but if you want to, and you happen to just be, I don't know, bored or whatever, feel free. Ladies and gentlemen. Wait, what's going on? I missed something. Gonna go ice the back of the back. I love you, Nibu. I love you too, Cherry. Bye, baby doll. Feel better. And Rye's gotta go too. What about the tank? We're talking about getting a tank for the turtle. All my people are leaving me. We're about to go raid somebody too. Leavers. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Not everybody's ditching me. Oh, what was originally was her turtle, but she is not keeping him. I am keeping him, apparently. Yes, that turtle. Not the baby. Not turtle. Like, we have a turtle in a tank. It's in my older daughter's room right now. The great unloved turtle. We're talking about two different turtles. Yes, two different turtles. Two totally different turtles. I don't need a tank for that turtle. I think they might frown upon me putting that turtle in a tank. They'd probably never let me play with her again if I stuck her in a tank. G13 is gonna take your place in the raid. Aw. Well, it'd be good just to see G13. I love my G13. He's my boo. He's my kid away from kids.
Wow. If I was easy to impress, you'd be doing it with these numbers.
He's my secret stash child. My rebel without a cause. Alright, I'm just getting rid of a few of these power lines that are kind of in the way of what I want to do. I know it's unpowered, hush. I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. There. Although I think I should be able to yank it from this side. I might be able to just do away with this all together. Ooh, wait a minute. Can I do that? Yes. Hey, G13, how you doing, baby doll? You taking care of my sweet cherry? She needs all the cuddles and loves and all the things. Yeah, we're about to go raid somebody here in a second. We're playing with dinos. Trying not to get ate. What are you up to? This should all be connected, right? Yes. So why are you being a butt monkey? Oh, there's a thingy there and not a thingy there. I don't need that thingy, right? We're good? We all good? We good. Okay. Doing pretty well. Yeah, I'm doing good too. I'm actually in a very, very, very peppy mood. Messing around, not doing much. Good. Yeah, she needs her G13 to take good care of her. Because she overworks herself. And we love her very much, but she overworks herself. I mean, not that I know that what that's like or anything. I'm innocent. I have no idea what that's like. And I just mentioned I wanted to use a heavy fence, and then I ended up not using a heavy fence. Oh wait, what dinosaurs do we have right now? We have stuff. We don't have what I want there. She won't listen to you. We're gonna punish her. She will do the things with the stuff. I know, it's not as easy said as done, huh? Trust me, I understand. Your mother is about as stubborn as I am. If not more so. Possibly more stubborn than me. If that's possible, which I think it might be possible. We're both very stubborn people. We also have a hard time relinquishing activities, or not activities, but yeah, Cherry's extremely stubborn. Don't even pretend like she's not. She's very stubborn. Just like me, I'm extremely stubborn. And sometimes it is a great quality, and sometimes it's a quality that I wish I didn't have. But I can't help it, I have it anyway, and it's a thing. Okay, so that needs to go straight across. Okay. But that's also what makes us so passionate about things, too. I banished her downstairs to lay on the couch with my father and a cold towel. Good. That is what she needs. She needs to relax and not sit in her office chair, which is not good for the back overall. Alright. So, I know I normally end at midnight, but I actually need to use the bathroom and everything else, so versus just having a 5-minute potty break and then 5 minutes later leaving, which would be weird. I say we just go ahead and leave now. We'll raid a little bit early, go visit somebody with some TLC and some love and some stuff and some everything. And I love you guys very much. I do. But we entered with the Ceratosaurus, we shall exit with the Ceratosaurus. I love you guys very much. Let me see who's on, who we can raid. Let's go looky. Unless Pippi knows somebody, which I don't know that you do, because I know you've been busy as well. It's been very busy on the side of the Pip and the Cherry. But I love you guys so very much. Let's see. Having a hard time finding someone. Sim Noobsy? I don't know who that is. Are you a friend of theirs? You will like her. Okay. I will take your word for it. Let's get over there. Pip, if you want to drop the command down there for our raid stuff. She will like you. She is like me. Oh, she is like me. Okay, I think that she will like you. I'm like, well, okay. Oogie Boogie raid. G13's on it. You will like each other. You're adorable. I love you hanging out with us. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. It has been a blast. Like, love you guys. We are going to go raid Sim Noobsy. And she is rated for mature audiences, so just keep that in mind. Oh, she's got The Sims 4 listed on her thing, but that is not what she's playing. I don't know her well enough to let her know that Twitch can actually give her a timeout for that. I don't know if she knows that, but I feel like maybe I should tell her that. Anyway, I don't know if I should tell her that or not. I don't know her well enough. Ah! Are you friends with her, Red Riding Sim? Out of curiosity, before I hit that button? Yeah, if you want to just let her know that, because some people that stream have no idea. I found that out from another streamer who did get banned. Like, well, not banned, but she got timed out for 48 hours, and she couldn't access any of her stuff. So, might just want to let her know she needs to change her game title to match the game she's playing, or she can get Twitch-a-boo-booed, basically. Alright, rating now. Bye, guys. Love you.
Oh god, I hear her heartbeat. Thank you so much for the follow.